Your success as a beekeeper depends on where you live more than your skills as a beekeeper. It's very rare for me to have a queen make it to 4 summers. This is a 2020 queen that I bred. See, her wings are old and tattered. It's April, mid-April, 2023. If I can get this queen to another month, I can get offspring off this queen. I don't graft for my best queens. This would be considered a good queen for her to last 3 summers and potentially make it to a 4th. The reason I don't graft is because I don't want all my honeybees to be inbred. I don't know why the bee industry is pushing that. So a lot depends on where you live, not your skills as a beekeeper. You got people on YouTube like Vinyl Farm and David Burns that are not surrounded by crop farmers. I do believe Vinyl Farm's in Vermont. I don't know where David Burns is. But anyway, here I am in Michigan. I'm completely surrounded by crop farmers. You see? See the fields? All the way around me. That's why I have to work my ass off, because they're spraying chemicals. The crop farmers are spraying chemicals constantly. All the time, except during winter. Spring, summer, and fall, they're spraying chemicals. And fertilizers and other things they're putting on, out in the environment. It's causing my honeybees to have a hard time, so I have to bring them inside. And what I'm doing now, I'm assessing, because we had a warm week, and it's going to get cold again, temperatures in the 30s. And what happens is when you have warm temperatures, your queen will lay more than the colony can handle, okay? So what would happen is, see, like number 90 here, I found number 90 not large enough for this anymore. I downsized it to a medium. I'm going to bring them in tonight. Hey, and it's not the varroa mites. How do I know that? I've been doing this for 10 years, okay? If it were varroa mites, I would have issues all through spring and summer after it warmed up. But I only have issues when it's cold and late winter, early spring. Why? Because all the pesticides, herbicides, fungicides are in my hives, on the frames, in the wax, in the honey, the pollen. It's causing my colonies to die through winter because the queen stopped laying. She's not replacing those dead bees. So the colony gets really, really small until it warms up, until they can handle doing a lot of brood, and then they will come back. But if I don't watch them and I don't bring them in at certain temperature issues, like when it gets really cold, like it's going to be in the next few days, they're going to lose all the larvae that they have. Not all of it, but majority of it, more than they can keep warm, and they will suffer a setback. So I'm bringing this one in tonight. I determined this one was okay. I'm bringing that one in, and this one right here is the one I just showed you with the old queen. I'm going to close this up as soon as I'm done with the video. So that one's okay. And I'm down here. Here's another colony that I just gave them a deep a few days ago. And I'm not really sure what's going on with this yet. They're aggressive. And if they are not taking pollen substitute, that doesn't matter this time of year, because they are bringing in all kinds of pollen. And the pollen substitute is not as good as the real pollen. See that, queen? But I'm starting to see some drone brood. But next month I'm going to be doing my mating nukes. So if she's a drone layer, that's fine. I'll leave her. I need more drones. Sometimes a drone layer will be a drone layer for a few weeks and the colony won't do anything about it. But she's not. And sometimes you may assume she's a drone layer and she's just laying drone brood for that time of year. See, there's some worker larvae there capped. So it's really hard to say right now. It could be that time of year. For me to kill that queen is foolish. I'll just wait and see what's happening during my mating nukes when I do my splits. And if I see all drone brood, and I'll know that I can't split that colony anymore because they wouldn't have a worker larva to work with. Yeah, they are aggressive. So well, anyway, let me pause this. Okay, here's a colony that I have given the deep to a few weeks ago, and I have not brought them in. This is an example of what happens when a colony gets small and they get left outside. They don't make any progress because the colony is too small to keep the brood warm. Well, let's just look and see how much brood they have. Okay, they have a lot of brood, but I see more brood than I see bees. See, look. You see that? And it's starting to rain right now. See all those eggs and larvae? And the bees aren't really out right now. So this is telling me this colony is in deep trouble. They have more going on the frames than they have bees to keep warm. So I'm going to be downsizing this, because if I don't and I leave them out here, this is going to be a loss, okay? So you guys are watching people like Vinyl Farm and David Burns, and they may not be in the toxic environment that you live in, and they may be doing a lot better than you, and you think you're going to watch their videos and you're going to take their advice like bee barns. That's all bullshit. The hive is not going to make any difference. What makes the difference is your environment, where your bees are. That's what makes the difference in whether your bees survive or not the stupid hive you put them in. You know, you guys want to go ahead and follow people like that, go ahead. But I'm telling you right now, from where I live and my 10 years of experience, I would have been a commercial beekeeper years ago if I hadn't been for the toxic chemicals. These fucking crop farmers in my area, they've given my wife breast cancer. She had a double mastectomy. I had a dog that had idiopathic epilepsy. It couldn't be solved or fixed. And my honeybees constantly dying. Okay? So what more proof do you have? I've showed you guys a letter from the state of Michigan saying my bees were killed by a crop farmer, but the crop farmer did nothing wrong. What kind of proof do you need to show you guys the government's corrupt, all right? My bees are suffering because of that. I would have been a commercial beekeeper years ago if I hadn't been for the stupid government and all these crop farmers. These crop farmers think, oh, they're so important. What they're doing is more important than what you're doing. Total bullshit, all right? And I'm getting sick of it. You guys let the government fuck you over every day. It's like, let Uncle Sam fuck you up the ass while you're waving a U.S. flag. Hoo-ha! Fuck me harder, fuck me harder. Fuck me harder, Uncle Sam. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are stupid fucking idiots, all right? All right, I said enough, all right? Thank you.